Today I'm going to answer the question, what is an Agile project? Agile is a term that is used to cover a set of principles and practices that were developed in the 90s. They were developed in response to a general feeling that the way that projects were being managed was not working, particularly for software development projects. So, to understand what an Agile project is, you have to relate it to the traditional way of delivering a project. Traditional projects, also known as waterfall projects, have a beginning, a middle and an end. At the beginning, you define everything that you want the project to deliver. You create a project plan and a budget based on the tasks that need to be done and the things that will need to be bought in order to deliver the desired outcome. In the middle of the project, you do all of the tasks that you defined at the start, and then at the end of the project, you hand it over. Now that sounds simple, doesn't it? If you get a bunch of people into a room and ask them to define a project delivery methodology, and believe me, I've seen this done, then this is pretty much what they will come up with. Now, the only problem with this approach is that it doesn't work for the kind of projects where it is difficult to visualize what the solution will look like until you see it. And this applies to many software development projects, which is why Agile has taken hold. Agile projects break the problem down into smaller chunks that can be delivered and used while the project is still running. To understand this, let's take an example. Say you just bought a house and it needs quite a lot of work doing to it. It's not a complete wreck, but every room needs renovating or redecorating. It's a fixer-upper, as the Americans say. So there are two ways that you could do this. The first is that you could go to a building company. You would describe to them in detail what you wanted doing in every room. You would then hand them the keys and just let them get on with it. They would do the whole thing from top to bottom, and you would then move into a pristine house when all the work was completed. This is the traditional way of looking at projects. The second way is to look at the house and say, what do I really need to be done before I can move in? Now you might find that it's just one room, say the bathroom. Once that was done, you could move in and then decide which of the other rooms to tackle next. This is the Agile approach to completing projects. You're getting the benefit of the house and you're getting the benefits of each room as soon as it's done. You don't have to wait for all of the rooms to be done before you can enjoy any of them. Now, this ability to change the order in which things are delivered, to decide to deliver different things, or even to stop once enough has been done, is what gives Agile its name. By contrast, traditional projects are set up to resist change. They put a bureaucracy around justifying and quantifying change, and so often it's easier just to deliver the thing that was originally specified, whether or not it was still wanted. Now, I will talk more about the benefits and disadvantages of Agile projects versus traditional projects in a later video, but essentially that's it. A traditional project has got a start, a middle and an end, and you don't get the benefits of the project until you get to the end. An Agile project delivers things that you can use at intervals throughout the project. I hope that you found that explanation of what is an Agile project useful. Please subscribe to this channel if you want to learn more about Agile projects, especially if you are a project manager who wants to understand how successfully to deliver using Agile methodologies.